Spin Master is the company that you may have been hearing more about recently. Their Zoomer interactive balancing dinosaur topped almost every must-have toy list this past holiday season and took home the overall Toy of the Year award. Their Robotic Kit Mechanoid with Learned Intelligent Motion was one of the standout products at the 2015 Consumer Electronics Show. At 4 feet tall, Meccanoid stands out from other robots at the toy fair in sheer size, but his customizable and programmable options make him unique in every way. So let's go meet Meccanoid.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Meccanoid G15 KS. I believe it is customary to shake upon meeting a new acquaintance. Success! Human greeting ritual completed.
So Meccanoid premiered at the Consumer Electronics Show this year, and since then people have been buzzing about Meccanoid, and he's really so advanced. He has motion recognition, voice recognition, he's programmable, customizable. So tell me everything that Meccanoid can do.
I think you pretty much just listed it all out there actually, but yeah, you're right. This is a robotics construction system to allow people to have no experience of any robotics or any programming at all to get in, build a really great robot and have a lot of fun with robotics again, and the kind of straight away without any experience at all. But then it coaxes them to kind of go on and learn a lot more about robotics and get very, very skilled at programming at the same time.
So when people hear about robotics and programming, they sort of assume you need a degree from MIT to figure it out. Is that the case?
No, absolutely. Like I say, we wanted to kind of design this for people that don't have a degree from MIT, but hopefully it'll put them on the long road to getting a degree from MIT. So, as I said, it's like, you get it straight out of the box. It's still a construction system, so you have to kind of build this robot in the first place. But then once you put it together, it's very, very simplistic to program. So no lines and lines of code. You don't have to sit in front of a computer for hours on end. Simply, you can push a couple of buttons on the chest on the robot here, move its arms and limbs around, move its head around. You can talk to it. And press another button, they can play that right back to you straight away. So that's the most basic level way you can program this. Okay, so I'm going to show you a program, we call it like LIM program, stands for Learned Intelligent Motion. So I'm just going to push a button here on his chest. So it's just gone red. See the arms go limp, and now it's like prompting me to kind of move the arms and the head around, and it's actually recording my voice and the motion. So you can do that on the same on the other side. Hello, Toy Fair. And then place the arms down. And then we finish recording, just going to push the stop button. And then what's going to happen is prompting me now to push the green button here. So as I push that green button back, what it's going to do is going to replay what we just recorded, all the motion.
Can you do the same thing with the legs?
Yeah, at the moment the legs are just controlled by the app controller, but in future models we'll be able to control the legs as well. So not in this particular model, you can't control the legs at the moment.
But you can use the app to make him drive it.
Absolutely, yeah, you can do that. So.
My pleasure. Lead me by the hand.
So he's built from erector set parts, and I've seen people customize him in some pretty crazy ways. I've seen him made into a dinosaur. Yeah. How does that sort of work on the app end as far as controlling Meccanoid when you've changed his structure?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it is a construction system, so it is designed. I mean, obviously this is the primary model. We'll give you instructions for this, and there'll also be instructions to build a dinosaur for this as well as a secondary model. But it's a construction system. You can take it apart and build whatever you want. The app then allows you to individually control each one of the servo motors as well. So we have this thing here called a ragdoll, where I can take one of these balls here and I can very, very simply like move the arms around on the robot. So it makes it super simple to kind of control. Can move its head left and right as well at the same time. Roll it up and down. So again, very, very easy way to kind of control the robot.
So people use sort of motion control, voice recognition in a lot of different ways. So when applied to Meccanoid, what exactly does that mean?
So it's designed to take anything up to like a large sort of cell phone. And what it does as well is it utilizes like the front camera on the front of the device. So I can actually stand in front of it and it recognizes the motion I have. So if I had to move my arms around, then the robot's going to recreate those things as well. The voice recognition is a great way for you to actually interact with a robot. So it has almost 2,000 lines of actual code inside. I was trying to grab your cable. 2,000 lines of actual code inside a voice speech, so you can actually tell jokes to this guy.
Accessing random joke. Joke retrieved. Did you hear the one about the vacuum cleaner? I am not surprised. It sucks.
can tell you trivia, fun facts. So you build this rapport with this robot. It actually becomes your robot friend rather than just a sort of a toy that you build.
High five. Up high. Most excellent.
So you actually had a hand in creating Meccanoid. So I would love to sort of hear about, his childhood, I guess.
Yeah. His childhood started off about 18 months ago down in Los Angeles. So it was a bit of a brainchild of a couple of the designers within the group. And a lot of fans of, we're into robots, we're into sort of like construction toys. But at the same time, we weren't actually that incredibly clued up on doing something that was very, very technical. So we wanted to invent something for ourselves. So we wanted to invent a robot that was very easy for people that weren't that techie to be able to create these things. So his childhood was basically born out of our own sort of desire really to do something for ourselves and have a sort of a fun robot. So he's kind of grown up with us really, to be honest with you, and it's like now as you stick around, you learn a lot from him, he learns a lot from us, and it becomes a really great sort of symbiotic relationship.
So with as advanced as Meccanoid is, you'd sort of assume that he's going to be extremely expensive. So what's the price point on this guy?
Okay, well, not extremely expensive. I mean, it's $400. That's it's a good price for a toy at this sort of price. But it's this guy's at $400. There is a smaller one we're selling for like $179.99 as well. So they both have exactly the same levels of communication in there too. So the same personality, the same robots in both of these guys. This one's just a little bit taller.
All right, so let's see what Meccanoid can do.
I enjoy hip-hop. Crouching tiger.
Thank you. Thank you. That was fun. Let's do it again sometime. Self-destruct mode activated. 3, 2, 1.